Welcome back to my channel. Before I get into this video, make sure to subscribe and also check out episode 36 this week on getting burnt out of my podcast, This Is Life Unfiltered. I'm all dressed up in hair and makeup because I had a TV segment earlier. Wanted to show you guys these stickers that I have been working on. Stickers. But I got these in the mail and included them on the KTLA segment yesterday and also Good Day LA today. Also, these are going to be available for pre-order really soon on my site, lifeunfiltered.alexa.com, so I'm pretty pumped about that. But today's video, I wanted to be a little bit about meditation and how it's kind of like changed my life, because if you go on Instagram today, you'll see that I'm in the middle of an Instagram takeover all day with Headspace, which is my favorite meditation app, and they also sent me like 5 copies of these books. So on KTLA the other day, I did like a little on-air giveaway for Headspace and ended up getting a ton of messages. So for those of you guys who got the coupon codes, I only got given like 4 or 5, and I got so many messages, so I just gave them to the first 4 or 5. I still have a few of these books left, and the founder of Headspace is Andy Puddicombe. So on a new show that I have coming out in September, I will be having him on this new show to talk about meditation and whatnot. But I think that there's a huge stigma behind therapy and meditation, and for Fearless Fridays, in my opinion, it can be really important to talk about meditation and to talk about therapy, especially because most of you guys who follow me know that I struggle with anxiety and depression and getting burnt out really easily. So I've had to find different ways to really connect with myself and understand myself so that I don't get anxious, I don't get depressed, and I don't have to deal with that every week. But I do deal with anxiety pretty much every week, which sucks. But meditating definitely helps. So on the segment, I explained about meditation and this particular app called Headspace. And I don't care whether you have the app, like this is not a sponsored video, I just really think that it's really changed my life, and I want you guys to know about it, especially if you're struggling with it too. And Headspace has a plan that's $12.99 a month. They also have a plan that's like $1 a month, I think, for students. And that's obviously really great, because for $1 a month, you get unlimited like Headspace meditation periods of time. So from 10 to 20 minutes, whether in the morning, whenever you want throughout the day, whether you have stress, whether you have anxiety, whatever, you can specifically choose on the app what you want to deal with or what you want to like focus on that week. So the past like 3 weeks, I've been going through all of the stress columns, and I'll do it for like 10 to 20 minutes. Usually on a Sunday, I'll do it for 20 minutes. During the week, I'll do it for 10 minutes. I do it right when I wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, whenever I'm up. And that's how I start the day. And like, I actually get up earlier just to make sure that I have time in the morning for my coffee, but also Headspace to meditate. And the thing about Headspace and the thing about meditation and therapy is there's such a huge stigma behind it, because people think that if you're doing something, in my opinion, if you're doing something like going to therapy or you're doing something like meditating, you have some type of stress or you have some type of issue that you need to resolve. That is the last thing to think about therapy in like specifically, because like, for example, my friend texted me yesterday and was like, you should be really happy, I'm going back to therapy. And I was like, that's great, but like, why did you ever stop going? Like, I go to therapy every week. All of my friends know that. Like, I've given my friends my therapist info. I'm like, call her, schedule an appointment. If there's a week, like personally in my life, I have something to talk about every week, whether it's good or bad. And having somebody who's so unbiased to talk to about therapy, I mean, about all of your, whether you want to call them problems or just life, is so great. Because even if it's something like you have a boy that you don't know who to text, or a girl, this person's going to give you a completely unbiased opinion on that situation, and that's all that matters. So kind of screw what anybody else thinks about therapy. If I'm saying do it and it's changed my life and I go every week, completely trust me and listen to me. There is also an online platform called Talkspace that I'm going to be doing a giveaway with, so stay tuned for that. So that giveaway is going to be a basically 1 to 3 month subscription to Talkspace for free therapy. So that'll be coming out around back to school sometime in September, and that's another great platform as well, because therapy can be expensive if you don't have insurance. So if you have insurance, you'll be able to have a copay, and that's really great. But back to the meditation. So I really enjoy doing this for myself, and it's really gotten me out of my comfort zone, because anybody who knows me knows that like I have such a hard time just not really doing anything. And Headspace has completely changed, and meditating in general has completely changed the way that I view the world, because it forces me to just sit with my thoughts for a period of time, 10 to 20 minutes. And even if you have nothing going on, even if your week's super zen, just realizing that you're the only person in any room. Like, all that really matters is you, and you have this entire world outside of you. That's what meditation has made me realize. And it's taken me pretty much like 6 months to force myself to get up every day, to understand the effects of meditation. And a lot of people, I think, also think that like when you're meditating, you're not like, you're sitting there and you're going into some like crazy alternative universe. But when you're meditating, all you're really doing is just sitting with no thoughts. And it's a really hard thing to do, is sit and not think. But at the end of the day, it is so good for your brain to sit and have nothing, because there's so much of like in the world, and there's so much you see, and there's so much that affects you subconsciously. And meditating just makes you realize for that 10 minutes that all there is in this world is you, and all that there is you to make what your life whatever you want it to be, and change whatever you want. So that's my spiel on meditation. I hope you guys liked the KTLA segment. Oh wow, my hair looks so great this close up, though I'm looking a little bit tired. And check out my website, which is lifeunfilteredwithalexa.com. I'm off to Spain because I've worked nonstop for like 2 weeks, so I'm headed to Spain tonight, but I will be back in Boston next week, and I'm excited to be on the East Coast for a little bit. But that's pretty much it. Make sure to follow me on social media, which is at Alexa_Curtis, and you can find out more about Headspace and whatnot on Instagram today, because I'm taking over their social media page, which is at Headspace. And then you can also find out pretty much everything I'll be doing in Spain on my Instagram too. So, all right guys, I will see you next week. Have an awesome rest of your Fearless Friday, and make sure you do something that gets you out of your comfort zone. Mwah!